All right, folks, here it is, the secret to a perfect New York-style hot dog. Extra onion, just like you asked for. That legendary aroma of New York City. Well, specifically, New York City hot dog. And that wonderful onion sauce. Well, today, we're going to convert these lovely onions into a much better sauce. Today, I'm showing you how to make a scratch-made version that is richer and cleaner and, dare I say, better. Are you ready? Get your best flannel on and let's get cooking. We're going to start with 3 large sweet onions. Vidalia work best. You can use regular yellow onions if you like. I like to kind of slice them in various chunks, so don't be pretty with them, just mess them up. We'll use 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 3 tablespoons of tomato paste, a ½ cup beef broth. You can use chicken broth or you can use just water, but I want a more savory flavor, so I'm using the beef broth. 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and then 1 to 2 tablespoons of honey. You can also use pure maple syrup if you have. In here we have ½ a teaspoon of sweet paprika, a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of dried mustard powder, and our secret ingredient, a tiny pinch of ground cinnamon. Don't skip this, it's the secret weapon. And according to Julia Child, a pinch is 1/8 of a teaspoon. Growing up, I always used to think she was French, but she wasn't. She actually went over there and studied, and she brought French cooking back to America, and I had to be corrected by our executive producer. It's a good thing we have her, so thank you, Jacqueline. As I always say, preheat your cookware before you add any oil or any food. And we're going to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of olive oil right now. Let the oil heat up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let me put the onions in. These are going to cook way down. Look at all that. Oh, yes. You hear that nice sizzle? Always love that sizzle. You can heat it in a large skillet, or you can use a Dutch oven like I'm using. Do it over medium heat and stir it so that the onions get coated with the olive oil. You're going to continually stir this. Now, this is going to require some patience. Why are we taking the time to do this? Well, the first thing is the sweetness. The onions, when you cook them down, are going to be nice and sweet. They're going to release their natural sweetness, which means right away you can get rid of that nasty corn syrup that they add in the store-bought version, or even the ones you buy on the street corner. So that's 1 plus already. Okay, we're gonna let this cook down for about 15 or 20 minutes. 20 minutes later, what should your onions look like? This is what your onions should look like. They're not overly browned. They've just got a nice golden hue to them, and they are translucent, and they are giving off a wonderful aroma. So now it's time for our next step. We're gonna go ahead and add the tomato paste. The reason we always cook tomato paste is so it gets rid of that metallic flavor that you get whether it's in the tube or in the can. Next, we're going to put in all of our spices. We're going to let the spices cook for about 2 minutes, and then we're going to add our liquids. You see this bubbling down here? That's when you know that the taste has been cooked into the tomato paste and you cooked out the metallic taste. So now we're ready to go ahead and add our liquids. The first thing we're going to add is our beef broth. Remember, before I told you could use chicken broth or you could use just plain water, but I like that taste of the beef broth. Now, the next thing, we're going to use a little bit of apple cider vinegar. The apple cider vinegar in our recipe replaces the fumaric acid that they use in the jar version. And who knows what fumar, doesn't even sound right? It sounds like something we used to say in the service. It's fumar. Well, no, that wasn't how we said it, but I'm trying to be funny here. So this is where you're going to get the tang with that natural apple cider vinegar. It's also going to help preserve it for when you store it in the refrigerator. You can get 5 to 7 days in the refrigerator, and if you freeze it, you can get 3 months out of this. And the next thing we want to add, just a little bit of sweetness, add a tablespoon of honey. Reduce the heat to a medium-low and let the onions simmer uncovered for another 15 to 20 minutes, stirring occasionally. Now the liquid's going to reduce, the onions are going to absorb that tangy sweet tomato flavor, and it's going to transform into a thick, glossy, jammy condiment. 15 minutes later, to complete this experience, you have to have sauerkraut to go with the onions. That's just a rule. That's the way they are, that's the way they serve them in New York, and you really want that experience. Now, let me tell you something about sauerkraut. Being the good German that I am, there's only one way to eat sauerkraut. It has to have caraway seeds in it. If the sauerkraut you bought isn't Bavarian style, add the caraway seeds. And also, add a little bit of sugar to it. You want some sweetness there, and then let it simmer for a while so all that flavor blends together. In case you're wondering, we're not using the Sauerkraut's hot dog. We're using Nathan's. First thing you want to add is going to be your sauerkraut. I don't want the juice of the sauerkraut to make the bun soggy. I just want it just wet enough where you know it's there. I could eat it just like that with a little bit of spicy mustard. But the star of the show, the onions that are better than sauerkrauts. So we're still having a debate here in the studio on which way a hot dog should be made, whether it should be boiled or whether it should be grilled. You tell us which way you want it. But now, I'm going to take a bite and enjoy this. This brings back so many memories of when I was working in New York City. I love it. I hope you try this. If you do, please let me know. Take a look at that. That has got such great taste. You're going to enjoy it. Give us a like if you like what you saw today, and please don't forget to subscribe. It helps the channel grow. For now, I'm Mike Lawrence. Have a fantastic day.